Well, hello, and how you doing? Congratulations to Trev, who won £5 on my last video. Fantastic stuff. Hope you enjoy that. Anyway, a weird wine for you today. Interesting one. I'm a bit reluctant to make this one. It's completely a trial experiment. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. If you don't try things, you never will know. Now, will you? Oh no. So what we're doing today is making some Semolina wine. Semolina is a weird grain, but Semolina is a weird, wheaty, grainy powder. Always reminds me of hospital food. When I've worked in hospitals, Semolina is always on the pudding menu. I guess it's easy for ill people to eat and digest. I don't like it. Normally, you would boil it up, add a load of sugar, and it makes a dessert. Dee bought this big bag, thinking she might like it. She didn't. So, it's now down to me to dispose of. So I thought, why not make a wine from it? So I'm going to be making a very simple, straightforward wine to see if this works. It's going to be one of those very simple recipes where grab a bucket, throw it in, and off you go. Right then. Near enough 1¼ kilos of semolina. So you want to grab your bucket and pour it straight in. Fantastic. Now, semolina really does absorb a lot of liquid, it does. So I'm going to be adding about 1.5 gallons of water to this to hopefully allow for the expansion of the grain. Right then, sugar is next. I'm aiming for about 1½ kilos of granulated sugar. Spot on there. And then simply add that to your semolina into your bucket, throw it in, why not? And put the kettle on to start boiling the water to dissolve that sugar and to soak into the semolina grain. Fantastic. Once you've added all of your liquid, give it a really good stir. Get everything mixed in, dissolved, looking all awesome. Well, not quite awesome, but looking all but stirred. For this wine, I'm going to add something I don't normally like adding to my wines. I'm adding some amylase. Certain vegetables and cereals give off a type of starch that can cause a haze in your wine. And I have a feeling this semolina would give off that type of starch and cause a haze, so it may not clear very well. So I am adding a bit of amylase to help combat that starch. I don't normally like adding anything artificial or away from the main fruit ingredients, water, sugar that I'm using. It's just my thing. I'll try and keep things as simple as I can. But I have a feeling about this semolina. And give it another good stir. I am really not expecting this wine to be much good at all. I don't have high hopes for this, but there again, I didn't think milk would make a brilliant wine either. And it does. It makes a wonderful wine, milk does. There's a recipe up above in the link. But this one I'm dubious about. So if you're thinking of doing this recipe, maybe you should wait out until I do a taste test in a few weeks' time when it's ready. I have a feeling it's not going to be the best, and I wouldn't want you to try something that doesn't work. Other wines are fantastic. This one I'm dubious about. So we just need to add the yeast and yeast nutrient now, because it's come down to the right temperature. So I'm going to throw the yeast in and then let it stand, bubble away, do its job for a few weeks. So the only thing left to do now is to add your yeast and your yeast nutrient to your mix. Give it a final stir and put it in a nice warm place near the radiator, near the fire. Let it do its job, and hopefully this wine won't be too bad. I can't guarantee it, but I love making weird wines. I love experimenting. I love doing what no one else has done before. Pushing the boundaries. Is it wine? Can you drink it? Can you ferment it? Will it work? That's the joy of experimentation. If you don't try, if you always stick to the 5 recipes from your favourite recipe book, you won't expand your knowledge base. That's why I make weird and wonderful wines. It's all about learning what works and what doesn't. Which is fantastic. Anyway, come on then. Yeast and nutrients, let's put them in. Happy days. Just the usual quick pour, sprinkle of yeast, and the same with yeast nutrients, and give it a stir. And I'll update you with its progress in due course. So stay tuned and I'll see you soon. Have fun. Ta-ra, bye bye.